Hey everybody, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I'm back with the next episode of Squared Up Saturday. And you guys know we have been really devoting these Saturday videos to all of my modular blanket projects where I am making smaller pieces to be eventually sewn together to make one blanket. And so I like to refer to them as modular because they have modules. Anyway, so Ivy Cottage. Now that I'm finished with Jordan's blanket, I'm finally getting back to, sorry. Hold on. Hey. Okay. All right. Finally getting back to some of the other projects. So now I still have Ivy Cottage. I still have the Christmas blanket, and I still have the memory blanket going. And so the one I picked up this week, I would have had more progress on the other ones, except I needed to get that big order finished and shipped, and it has, both of those things have been done. And so now I picked back up Ivy Cottage. So let me just remind you, because it's been a while since I showed you guys Ivy Cottage. And it is from the Afghans for All Seasons, book 4, put out by Leisure Arts and Oxmoor House. And Ivy Cottage is in one of these, is in the summer section. And that is how it looks. And the last time I showed you guys Ivy Cottage, I had 14 leaves. I'm trying to get to 24 leaves, and then I will begin to I'll be able to begin the final parts of this panel. So I'm working on a leaf panel, and if you could see on Ivy Cottage, sorry, let me go back to it one more time. Ivy Cottage has you're gonna make 4 of the leaf, the vine panel is what it's called, and then you make 3 of the berry panel. So in the end you will have 7 panels, which you will then join together and then put on the border, and boom, you got a blanket. So from the way they got the picture, it's hard to see a little bit, but this is the berry, and you could see it has little berries, and then this is a part of just the vine. All it is leaves. Okay. All right. So that's how it looks. And this is one of those patterns that it's really, for me, I'm not going to memorize, because I'm doing, once I get to a certain point, once you go through row 1 through 11, then you repeat you will repeat rows 4 through 11 12 times, and then even after that, so at the end of that you will have 110 rows, and then you still have another 100. You have to go to 117. So I'm trying to get to the 112 row point. Okay, so and you do a lot of stitch marker placement so you can know where to put your leaves. But this stitch marker is just so I don't lose that loop while I'm not working on it. So these are actually the latest leaves that I've made. So you could see where I am with this project. So right now, last time you guys saw it, and there you go, I had, I think, 14. At this point, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20. So I need to do 2 more repeats of, because with each, it's from 4 to 11 is the pattern repeat. And in row 4 to 11, you get 2 leaves. So I need to do rows 4 through 11 2 more times, and then I'll be on to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows, and it'll complete this. So it's pretty long, right? I mean, it's already It's not my wingspan. It's not my wingspan at all. I don't want to get any makeup on it. But it's going to be a pretty substantial blanket and when it's done. So I'm using Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway Cherry Red. And I am using, I believe I'm using the recommended hook size, which was a J. I'm using a J. And so what I'm doing, because this is not sticking in my memory, maybe it will for other people, but it's not sticking for me. So I'm using this to just move from row to row to row to row, because it's easy to get confused because you're making changes every row. However, it's easy because of the way, you know, see how I'm going to pull it back. You see how it's all just bunched together? You could easily just look at the wrong thing. So I'm using that little Post-it to keep up. So that's that for that. That's Ivy Cottage. Hopefully next week when we get back together, there will be, because then it'll be April. The March square will be finished. And then I will begin to work on, I'm trying to make 3 squares a month on the Christmas blanket. And so I was ahead of the game with March anyway. I think I have 10. So that means I have 1 for April already. I need to do at least 2 more in the month of April. So you'll see a little bit of that. And more interesting projects for Squared Up Saturday now that I'm done. Not that the other stuff wasn't interesting, but once you start focusing on one project, I just had to focus on that till I got finished. So now you'll begin to see progress on all the other ones. Okay, so that's it. Let's change the camera angle and let's look at this book, Creative Crochet. Another one of my thrift books that I got. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, guys, this one is called Creative Crochet. This is a leisure arts publication. And when you open it up, it's a leisure arts publication presented by Oxmoor House. Now, I don't think we looked at this one yet. All right, this one, the copyright date is 1996. And here we go. So we've got the table of contents, Afghans, home decor, I'm assuming for all through the house, different kinds of gifts, just for fun things, which looks like lots of different things there. We'll look at those. Rockabye collections, got to be the baby stuff. Fashion corner is going to be quite interesting to look at from 1996. And hooked on holidays, all right? And it's got something for Valentines, St. Patrick's, Easter, Halloween, and Christmas. Okay, let's do it. All right, wrapped up in Afghans, hearts and flowers. Is this Tunisian? Because maybe it's not. Sorry. No, it's not. It's just a bunch of single crochets, it looks like. And you make this one in panels. Interesting. Very, very pretty. I hope you guys can see it. Hope it's not a glare. If it is, I'll try to help out with that so you can see. Oh yeah, I was trying not to show the pattern. Okay. All right. When you're wrapped in the warmth and security of a snuggly Afghan, the cares of the day seem to melt away. All right. So you got graphs for that one. Then you've got this one called Golden Treasure. This is beautiful, but this, I don't know if you could tell how creepy looking that is. But it's like a picture of an actual, it's like a picture on fabric which was sewn. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to get caught up in that. This one is called Quick Reversible Wrap. Why is it? This is quick because you're going to be holding 2 strands together of worsted weight yarn. So it'll work up kind of quick. This one is called Garden Plot Quilt. And I can see why they call it a quilt. It looks like you're going to be making a bunch of squares, yep, a bunch of motifs, and putting them together in strips and then putting the strips together. Really cool. And there's the placement. That's what each block looks like. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, okay, if you're a fan of blue, this is called Quick Granny Circles. I wonder why it's quick. This is join as you go, so that'll make it quick. And then you add in fill-in motifs. Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's see what else we got in this Afghan section. Get through it. Actually, this, I think, looks like this appeared in another one of ours. Billowy Broomstick Lace. Pretty sure we've seen this one already in one of the books. And this is a very interesting mile a minute, which might be worth a shot. Look at that. But you make 18 strips. They look like they're really skinny. Interesting. Okay. What else we got? All through the house. Okay. So right away you see this pretty mantle cover. Whoever has a mantle anymore. There you go. Very pretty. Wow, this stuff is like, oh my gosh. Okay, look at this. This is gorgeous. You use bedspread weight number 10 cotton thread for this. Wow. Let me see how many of these motifs you make. It's very pretty. Now, you know, Olga Poltava just in one of her vlogs showed where she put together a languishing whip of a, she made it into a tablecloth. Very pretty. Never do I see myself doing something like that. Let's see. Okay. In the kitchen, bunch of dishcloth patterns. Wonderful. I'm going too slow. I might try some of those. Gifts for all section. So here you just see them putting pretty applique pieces onto a basket to pretty them up. This was definitely in another book, Cozy Lapro. Here is a very interesting, it's called a ruffled peacock shawl. I think that if you modernize it a bit, you might make that to this day. In this day and age. Very pretty. All right, bookmark, coasters. Very pretty. Okay, here is a tote bag that you make with, looks like either fabric or, yeah, it's with fabric. This is taking fabric strips and making that. Okay, the Just for Fun section. I'm sorry. But this clown is quite an interesting clown. I would probably try to make him a little less creepy, but it's a great pattern, it looks like to me. It's called Quick Colorful Clown. He ends up being 13 inches tall. And actually it's pretty cool when I really look at it. But if you creeped out by clowns, you will definitely be creeped out by this. Okay, so this is a stadium cushion. It happens to be in the Ukraine colors. Let's see what else we got to show you in this section. There's a bunch of stuff. I don't want to show it all. Quick summer refresh for a home decor item where you buy this little broom and just add in the flowers. Here's a pretty rug. Now, this is from 1996. I bet your bottom dollar they're still making this toy. There's a slinky. There's a cassette. Maybe not, because there's cassettes. No one's cassetting. Okay, Rockabye Collection. Okay, here you go. Now, these, to me, are quite timeless. Look at that. Very beautiful for baby. Granny squares. Then the little mitts. You know how babies always scratching themselves? You make these cute little mitts using baby weight yarn, little ribbons. Very cute. I'm sure you can make that up without a pattern, but there you go. Cuddly wraps. Very nice. Look at this. This little caterpillar. And this one is just, you know, taking receiving blankets. I hope I've been in the camera. And putting an edging. But look at the caterpillar. I would probably change. I mean, I guess if you're going to give it to a baby, it's better to embroider the eyes for sure. A crib caterpillar. Now, let's see what else we got. Oh my goodness, a bottle cover. And this actually is a nice idea. Gumdrop bottle cover. Just because the texture for the baby, once the baby gets to the point where he or she can hold it. It's nice to have tactile things for babies. Okay. What else we got, peeps? More, okay. All right, let's go into the fashion corner. Now, I am not sure who will wear any of this today, but here you go, fashion corner. This is a yo-yo cardigan. You make all these individually and sew them together. Interesting. Hairdressing, so scrunchies and a hair bow. Kids perky pullovers. You could actually modernize this and make it work today. And you got your scarf and your beret. What a beret? Okay, scarf and beret. You could actually modernize this and make this today too. People probably wouldn't wear. People would wear it a little bit more interestingly, but the vest and the belt, I think you could do that. And this is crochet cotton thread, number 3. And the purse. Oh, it's a lot in this one. Okay, I see you. All right, next. Puppet mittens. There's a puppy dog and a little girl. I would probably lean toward making the puppy dog, but look at that. And here's the holiday. Holiday, Valentine's Day. Wreath. Okay, interesting. St. Patrick's Day, you get that. And just because it's green. Oh, it's the Irish knot, I think. Or is that supposed to be a shamrock? Okay, anyway. Here, Easter is a doily. Oh, we're doing a Hook and Stitch Live will be doing a vintage make-along later this year, and starting, I think, in, let me see, May, June, July, in August, I believe, is when we're doing it. I don't know. I'm a little bit thrown off. And the Easter, look at that. Little Easter basket. Okay. And then, I think that's going to be, here's a cat one. We've seen something like that before. This one with ribbon. What kind of ribbon is that? It looks like Grow Game ribbon. But it's cotton fabric. Okay, interesting. Okay, here's Santa. You could update it. Change the skin tone if you would like. But it's actually pretty classic. You could use it today. Beautiful. And wait a minute. Holiday lights. I think, are we just putting that onto the sweater, or are we making a whole sweater? I think we're just putting, I'm confused about this one, but I think we're just sewing that on to a white sweater. Okay. All right, gang, that's it. That's all. Here's a look at all of what is there. Here's a look at a few things in the book. That's it. And then I think I'm going to follow this up, if this is not too long, with a haul. Otherwise, if it's long enough, this is the end of the video. All right, guys. Talk back soon. Bye. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Comment down below and tell me what you've been working on or what you've just finished, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.